Alright, now before I start this video, I'm gonna be talking about I'm sorry for like taking a week to upload a video. Like, I'm still trying to like figure out a flexible schedule for myself to upload videos as consistently as possible, and I'm kind of distracted by doing other things, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet. I don't want to come up with anything I can't promise like I normally do. So yeah, that's pretty much settled. I'll just be uploading as much as I possibly can, making sure not to go over a week without uploading, definitely. But yeah, so I'm gonna get right into the story. This story is gonna be about me in the fourth grade, I believe. Yeah, fourth grade. Whenever I made a weapon. Well, I can't really explain it, but here I'm gonna give you some backstory. So pretty much whenever I was in the fourth grade, I was really into guns. Like, not guns like I love looking at gun magazines and stuff and looking at pictures of guns and wanted to shoot a gun. No, it wasn't that. I was really just into making guns, like paper guns and all that stuff, just a model of it, because like I used to play a lot of Call of Duty, like too much Call of Duty back then, and I was really obsessed. And so it was just like a huge passion for me. I'd sit there hours like wasting scotch tape and paper just making paper guns. I don't know why, but I just did. And I don't know, it was really weird. Yeah, but with that, I decided this one day I was gonna see if I can make a BB gun. And what I did is I saw this video tutorial on YouTube where they took a PVC pipe and a finger of like a rubber glove, and they like attached it together in a certain way. Like, took a small piece of PVC pipe and then attached the finger on like one end of the PVC pipe. It was like completely through, and you put a BB inside, or like a bead or a little like pebble or something, and you'd pull it back and you'd shoot it, and it shoot really fast and it hurt really bad. So I made that, except instead I made it out of paper because it was more convenient than, you know, getting a PVC pipe and everything. And one thing about like getting BBs was my school, they used to sell like these bead necklaces like during like recess and all that stuff. It was elementary school. I don't know. They were just doing it to raise money for the school. And what happened was, I used to buy those, and I'd cut up the little beads, right? And I'd use them as my bullets. And this was really bad. Like, this is some stuff like categorized weapon by like the district. Like, I could bring this to school, I can get in big trouble for it. So what I ended up doing is bringing it to school. And I think I was 9 years old. I don't know what I was doing. I was 9 years old. I was really stupid. But what ends up happening is I bring it out in class, show one of my close friends, and he decides it's his best efforts that he wants to make one as well. So he makes one for himself, and we make like a bunch of them, and we begin messing around in class, like shooting them into our desk and all that stuff, and like picking back up. And sometimes, every now and then, we'd shoot people. And I'm telling you, we got the best laughs of our life. Remember, there's this one weird kid who sat in front of us, and like he was chill with us, but we like to always mess with him. Not in a negative way or anything, but he kind of knew it, and we always joked around and stuff, and we used to shoot him, but he didn't know like that we had that. He'd always like blame us for it and everything like that, but like the way he'd scream like ow and all that stuff, it was hilarious. So with that, like what happened was, it got other people's attention after they figured out that we had this, and so there was these two other guys that we knew. This thing about this all in the perspective of a 9-year-old. It's not like we actually like built real guns or anything and started shooting each other. So the thing about 9-year-olds here, 9-year-olds making weapons. Anyway, so we take each other like out to lunch, and then we're like, all right, we're gonna group and we're gonna have like a war against each other, right? And we're gonna shoot each other with it. And to be honest, I think the word was spreading around about me developing this thing, and I was kind of advertising a bit, like, hey guys, look at this, look at what I made and all that stuff. And like people were saying, oh yeah, Jeremy's the one, he's making these really cool gun thingies. And then people were making them, and like I was like showing people how to make it, showing mine and all that stuff. And it was kind of getting out of hand, and it was a really bad idea. I don't know why in the world I decided to do that and bring it to school. I'll never do that again. But what happened was, we were outside playing, and then I think like whenever we were going, something happened, but I know that they went to go investigate our classroom backpacks to see if they could find the new weapons. Like there was like, I think it was a pretty big deal about it, and they started like searching through backpacks. And we were out at lunch, right? And then basically like I think something on the telecom was about like, oh, report to the classroom or something like that, right? And like we kind of knew what was happening. I don't know how we did, but I remember we like took ours, me and my friend, and we just like chucked them in bushes, like tore them apart and then threw them in bushes. And then we like went back to the classroom, and then we acted like we didn't know anything. But what we see is one of the guys, of the two guys, having like being not held, but being like next to the aide, right? And she's telling him like, oh, you're coming with me and all that stuff, and like search through all the backpacks, everybody open your backpacks and all that stuff. And then apparently like he got in trouble for it, and then he got suspended. But we were like hoping like the whole entire time in class not to mention us. And like it was just, as a 9-year-old, it was the scariest thing ever, because I was really big goody two shoes, and getting in trouble was like the last thing that I ever wanted. So it was terrifying after that, just in the suspense. But you know, dude, he was a cool kid, you know, and he basically didn't rat us out or anything. I think he got suspended or something, but I'm pretty sure later on he actually like got into like trouble with the police or something, because he like shot one and like broke some neighbor's car window or something. I'm pretty sure that's what happened, and like he got into like a lot of trouble with that, but he never ever said I was the origin of it, and I'm happy about that. But yeah, so and there's not really much else to go into the story. I would go into more detail, but that would just take forever. But yeah, so I basically was a 9-year-old who made a weapon, and I shot people with it. Yeah. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the video. And I'm pretty much gonna be going and trying to stick to a new schedule. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. Make sure to leave a like, and if you really want to, subscribe, because I'm gonna be uploading a lot more consistently and not taking your breaks anymore. Yeah, so G1 Plays, and I'm out.